I am currently in Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan, and today I thought I'd explore this city a bit, and obviously I'm taking you guys with me. So I arrived here yesterday morning, and I've got to say, considering Kazakhstan used to be a Soviet country, it really doesn't look like one. When you think of Soviet countries, you think of sort of brutalist buildings, very sort of bland architecture, very massive streets and everything. But Astana is very different. It has a very unique take on architecture. I mean, let me show you. So this building in front of me is called Khan Shatyr, and it's basically been designed as like a massive teepee. I guess a sort of like a throwback to Kazakhstan sort of nomadic culture. But yeah, you wouldn't really see anything designed like this in the UK. Then on the opposite side, we have this building that's designed a bit like the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. Here's a photo if you don't know what I'm talking about. Everything's really big here as well. The roads, the green spaces, everything's also really well kept. I can't lie, I'm a big fan of Astana so far. I've been in Astana for about 24 hours now, and I gotta say, the locals here are amazing. They've been so kind, so respectful towards me. A lot of people have come and said hi to me as well. The only issue is, I've not really been able to communicate with them. There's a massive language barrier here. I believe the local languages here are Kazakh and Russian. Two languages I know none about, and most people here don't really speak English. If I had one superpower, it would be the ability to speak any language in the world. It'd make travel so much more better and fulfilling, having that ability to communicate with anyone you meet. Right, let's talk about how to get around Astana. From what I can tell, there doesn't seem to be a lot in terms of public transport. You have buses, but I've not taken any so far. I'm not planning to take any as well throughout this trip. Apparently there's also a metro being built, but at the time of me filming this video, so May 2025, it hasn't been built yet. Alternatively, you can get taxis. So there's an official city taxi and also an app called Yandex, which I guess is like Kazakhstan's version of Uber. I've not tried it yet, but from what I've heard, it's reasonably priced. Or finally, you can do what I'm doing, which is just to walk everywhere. Yes, things here are quite spread out. Astana really isn't a dense city, but the streets here follow like a grid system, so it's quite easy to get around, quite difficult to get lost if I'm being honest. Up ahead of me is the Batarik Tower, which is one of the most iconic landmarks here in Astana. You can go up to the top and it's supposed to give a good viewpoint, so obviously I have to do that. So this is what it looks like at the top of the tower. It's a shame the view's sort of blocked by the glass and it's not open, but I get it from a safety point of view. But yeah, hopefully you can sort of see what I was trying to tell you about how the architecture here in Astana is so unique. I mean, just look at this. The building looks just so futuristic. Look at this sort of building down here. Honestly, I've never been anywhere in the world like this. And if you want some further evidence of Astana's unique architecture, look at the view from this side as well. So in the distance over there, you can probably see the Kanshiat building, which is where I started this video off. And this is where I've walked down. And hopefully this gives you a glimpse of how well planned out Astana is. It's all like straight lines. And hopefully you understand what I meant by earlier when I say it's impossible to get lost in the city. I paid 2,000 tenge for my ticket, which is just under £3. Which, for that view, wasn't too bad. I feel like if I'd paid more than tenner, it would have been a bit of a rip-off. Right, on to the next location of my Astana tour. Up ahead, we have the Presidential Palace. Sadly, this is as close as I can get to it. When I tried to walk up a bit closer, I got told off by the police officer. But to be fair, he was very friendly about it. And then if I pan to my right, in the distance over there, we can see the concert hall. I'm in such awe of the architecture in this city. At this point, this video does feel like an advert for the buildings in the city, but with buildings like this, can you really complain? Right, so I've run into a bit of an issue. I had two more places that I wanted to see today. However, Google Maps is saying to get to those two places, I have to cross this bridge up ahead, which goes over this river. Unfortunately, as you can probably see, that path to cross the bridge is closed. Now, having spoken to a few locals, apparently there's another bridge about an hour's walk up there, and then I have to sort of double back on myself. I'm thinking it's not worth a 2-hour detour to go and see those two places, so to end my day, I'm going to go somewhere different instead. The two locals I met by the bridge were students, and by far out of everyone I've spoken to so far on this trip, they spoke the best English. In fact, I had a really interesting conversation with them. They were really surprised that I was solo travelling around Kazakhstan, especially Astana. They were saying that Astana really isn't a touristy city, which to be honest I knew. But yeah, they were saying that most people come to Kazakhstan for like the scenic sites, which I'm planning to do later this week, and barely anyone comes to Astana, especially international tourists. So I'm wondering if I'd had any like inquisitive looks or comments from locals, and to be honest, I haven't really. I've had a few people come up to me and speak to me, but it's all been like a friendly manner. And yeah, it's not any more than I've had from other places I've travelled to. So to end my time exploring Astana, I've come to Astana Botanical Garden. Like every other place in Astana, this botanical gardens is very well kept. There's plenty of spaces to sort of chill and relax. There's a lake, and yeah, it's just a very nice place to sort of end your day. On that note, it's now time to end this video of me exploring Astana. I hope you've enjoyed it. This isn't my last day in Kazakhstan. I'm flying somewhere different tomorrow, where I'll hopefully see the more scenic sights of Kazakhstan, the reason why most tourists come to this beautiful country. In summary, even though there's not a lot to do here, Astana is a beautiful city. It's very well kept, it's very clean. The architecture, as I alluded to many times throughout this video, is very unique. So if you do come to Kazakhstan and you go through Astana, make sure you leave a day or two to just explore the city. It'll be certainly worth your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and do all that good stuff. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.